To cut through the noise and have some real talk. It's the lady herself, Edna.
With me, Claudia Morgan. Join us on Reality Buzz, where we are unfiltered, real, and all about what matters.
Breaking crazy with wild entertainment all the way.
Hey Angelina, darling, wonder will forget ya, baby. I know someone will love me like the way that I loved you, baby.
So tune in to CBM Radio every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. and let those minds run free.
Rex. Yeah, perfect friend, jelly lineup.
Get real.
Reality Buzz, let's get real.
CBM Radio, we are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about. Yo, we are entertainment.
Well, hello Uganda, Kampala once again. It is the Reality Buzz and we are back.
Yeah.
Yes, we are back for the Reality Buzz. You know, it's been a while without hearing from you and without you having to hear our voices. But we are back again for the Reality Buzz. And today, I'm super excited. Of course, my name is Edna, and tonight we're diving into something really
Yeah.
oh my God. And of course, as always, I'm in studio with
Claudia Morgan, your number one host. You're like, I want to bring in that Soda Wachala thing, but it's outdated. But regardless, we're back. Yeah. Oh, I missed this. I missed the show. I mean, it's been a while. We've been on a roller coaster just to come back and give you something that's kind of, like better than what we did before. Like filtered, it's going to be a roller coaster, something that's kind of like different from what you've been hearing from us. Yeah, you know me when I start speaking English. Like it's my brand.
It's your brand.
It's what I do.
English is your brand.
It's what I do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So today in studio with us, we have the amazing Jedidah. And you know what? It is her birthday.
Whoa. Happy birthday, JD. No, before we sing about the first, say hello to our listeners, JD, and then we shall sing along with all our listeners a birthday song. Like, say hi.
Say hi.
Hey everyone, it's Jedidah in studio and it's my birthday.
The birthday girl is feeling the birthday.
Vibes on vibes. Oh my God, like, hope people who are tuned in today is gonna be a lit show. We're gonna hit it hard because I feel the vibe is high. It's been long since it's been 2 weeks. Since we last, showed our last episode, and we've been looking for the loopholes, this and that, we'd like to bring in the special game and make the game so entertaining, and so we're back to give you the very best.
Okay. Yes, we were still singing her song for our birthday girl.
Yeah.
Morgan is the lead
so
here.
Here comes Happy Birthday. I don't good with vocals.
I think we should call our producer to do it better for us.
Yeah, but I can do a little bit of rap. Those are not good with vocals. So let me do a little bit of rap.
Let's hear it.
Give me a beat.
I give you a bit.
Yeah, maybe hit something or something. I don't know.
Okay. That is not
Happy birthday, dear JD. Happy birthday, dear JD. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, JD.
On second thought.
Oh, she'll do it better.
Singing for myself.
We shall host her to sing for us. No, no, we don't allow that. You can't be singing for someone's
Yeah.
birthday.
No.
You'll have to sing for others. But it's yours. You won't be singing for yourself. I mean, you have family here at CBM Brothers. Jedidah, she's part of CBM Brothers. She's our artist in CBM Brothers. We do a lot of things. We do a lot of this and that, adverts and all. And she's our sister in Christ.
Okay, you got a bit emotional right there.
No, that's not emotional. That's just a random statement. I don't even know what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, it is the Reality Buzz, and of course, you're listening to CBM Radio. The Reality Buzz is proudly sponsored by the National ICT Innovation Hub and, of course, CBM Brothers. So, we're super excited for today, having an amazing Jedidah in the house. Woo! And the question today, or what we want to know today, is: are you ready for a relationship?
Wait, like we're talking about relationship?
Yes, we're asking you all. We're asking everyone listening in. Are you ready for a relationship?
Like, what you want to say? Are you like, are they ready to be in a relationship? Like, to be in a relationship yet?
Like, Morgan,
Yeah.
have you, you know, I don't want to unpack this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear
but,
you.
You guys, someone has asked you, Morgan, a girl has asked you, you know, maybe.
Oh, now
maybe,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
eh?
like a girl is asking you, are you ready for a relationship?
I've been asked that a lot actually. You know, like sometimes you're in with this person, you have something that's undefined. You know, someone's like what are we and all that. Like we are the world. So
Okay.
anyway, someone's like, what are we? Like trying to describe this and that, and you'd be like, yeah. And then like, should we like be in a relationship? Like, should we come to this as a relationship? Like, are you ready to be in a relationship with me? And you'll be like, you know, like depends the situation. Sometimes you'll
guess
be ready,
so.
sometimes you won't.
Yeah.
So if someone asked me, are you ready for a relationship? It depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to first hear from our guest today, Jedidah. What would you think? By the way, first of all, are you in a relationship, Jedidah?
Yes, I am.
Who is the lucky guy?
Yeah.
Oh my
For
God.
now, it's a secret.
Okay. It is sealed. We are sealing it. Okay.
Lips closed.
Jedidah, what do you think? What does being ready for a relationship really mean?
Well, being ready for a relationship, I think it means being physically and mentally ready. Yeah, because
Yes, I like the way you mentioned, like, yeah, nice. Physically and mentally ready.
Yeah,
Those are very
exactly.
key. That's
Yeah.
very key.
some people get into relationships because they feel like their bodies are lacking something, you know. So they get into relationships so that they can have it with someone. What I'm talking about is things of lust and sex.
Yes.
Yeah, some people really long for them, and some don't even bother being in a relationship to have them.
Yeah.
They just go for.
They just go and buy.
That's the situation these days. People have become commodities everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Actually, for me, like when you say physically and mentally ready, in my perspective, the physical readiness I'll be talking about is wealth physical, like financial wealth, like wealth, yeah, like being wealthy.
Yeah.
It's something
That's
physical.
That's physical.
Yeah, something physical, like you can't you like you drive, you know, you dress well, you smell good, and I mean you figure out your life, you know, like you figure out most of the things in your life, you know. As men or as like people, as youth, anyway, worldwide, the challenges we have are usually about money, and
money.
all. Yeah, and sometimes if you figured out like a stable source of income, and you're not lacking in terms of money, monetary terms, then you could usually look at other things, you know, like the mind goes wide, you know, like I've secured the bag, now let me look at something else. That's what I mean by that's what I get when you say physically ready. I'm talking about the readiness of like being available physically because you've already figured out one part, you know. But then if not physically ready in monetary terms, then I'll kind of like, I still have things to think about, things of which business should I venture into, why should I pursue this. I'm an entrepreneurship guy. I usually look more in perspective of finance and all when you talk about physicality. That's what I'm about.
While you're saying that, you reminded me of something that you mentioned earlier about the two most important aspects in a relationship. That is money and time. And I feel like those are two physical things.
Yeah. In relationships, like consume a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like I think in the modern world, we really need what we call money, and we need our time. Well, we need our time to make money. And we need that time for a lot of things, to create bonds with the ones we love, to make money, to, you know, time is time, you get? Yeah, and when it goes by, it brings about a lot of stuff, depression, or is you're 50 years now, and you're not yet figure out things, what, you go into something. So time is a very important factor. And then money like speaks for itself, right?
Yeah.
So when you venture into a relationship, someone expects, like, when you go into a relationship, the expectations you get, like whenever someone ventures into a relationship, someone expects something. Like,
Okay.
yeah, you may get a girl and she expects you like to give them transport money, like pay for their wigs, fingernails and all.
They have an issue with people's wigs. What is the issue with people's wigs? You know that is how broke guys think.
That's what girls expect from us these
Wigs.
days. Like they expect money. Like they'll be like, I want to do my nails.
Guys,
Like I'm hungry.
We have things to worry about.
Imagine being there and
Jedidah, please. What for you?
no. What I know about Jedidah, you've been in a hostel setting whereby you're dating a campus girl and she's calling you at 3 p.m. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm in hostel. I know that's something. Like, that's what girls expect in relationships.
Okay, preach to us.
People have these days relationships have become businesses,
Exactly.
whereby girls are always asking guys for their personal needs, the hair, the nails.
In fact, she won't go in a relationship with you if she finds out like you can't afford all of that. The only pitch, the reason she'll date you is because she has she's secure that you will be able to fulfill these. So if you say that like relationships are becoming two businesses, I agree 100%.
Yeah, because I feel like these days the meaning of true love has kind of lost its meaning. It's really hard to be in a relationship and there is true love, whereby you don't want to just get money from your partner anytime you feel
True
like
love, girl.
True love.
True love.
True love.
but it still exists. It does.
Okay.
That's it. Wait, does true love
Again,
exist?
true love. I feel like the true love.
I believe I have.
But does true love exist?
It does.
It does.
You just have to
What
find
is
the
even
right
true love?
one.
What is even true love?
What is true love?
I think true love is like another term to say unconditional love. You get? That's basically it. Someone saying is true love is like someone loving them for them, not for the value they bring,
For who they are.
not for the for who they are, not for their wealth and all that.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that stuff is kind of deteriorating. Like even if it comes to the men's side.
Yeah, I also don't think there is anything like unconditional love. Like,
Yeah, you
even
know.
your parents
Like
reach a point and they love you.
Look
but
at your mom. Look at your mom. Like, look at me. I'm a dude. Eh? I'm gonna go home and mama's gonna be like, dude, you and boys like me. Like, we need bread. Like, we need bread. We need shit and that. And I'm like, yo.
They really ask you for that.
Yeah, man. You didn't know. You didn't. Like, it's crazy in the household.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy. But yeah, Jedidah, what did you actually mean by being physically ready for you?
Being okay, it's
I know what
That
Jedidah
question
means.
is-
Like,
yes.
why she talked about physically? My terms of physical were monetary and all.
Yeah.
But for Jedidah, I think it's like being ready. You can carry the child and all.
Yo,
Like that physical
being-
readiness.
Being
right?
the child.
ready in your
In your body. But
your body.
I think ladies
What I'm
become
talking
ready
about.
like at 14 or what? I don't know.
No, what do you
No,
mean
not
by
that.
being ready?
Like,
Your body, you guys.
you may
living
call me
your-
traditional, but these days, I believe in keeping those marital stuff for marriage.
What are the marital stuff?
Wait.
What are the marital stuff?
You guys know what I'm talking about.
You say like sex after marriage, right?
Yep, exactly.
So is
I
that
think that's-
being physically ready?
So
I think that's
what I meant by being physically ready, you know you're going to be in a relationship and you know your body is
Sex after
definitely going to be having those urges.
Yeah, the
but how
needs.
to control them is what I'm talking about, being physically ready for such.
Do you
How
be-
to
Edna,
how to
sorry for the
manage all
interruption.
that.
Do you believe in sex after like it's on my mind?
I know
Okay,
Morgan.
this
knows
time
what
I
it
just
is.
have to
do you
marriage.
believe in sex after marriage?
Do I believe in sex after marriage?
Yeah.
I believe in sex after
It
marriage.
was
I don't believe in
I
sex
also
after
believe
marriage.
it's not for everyone.
No, I think
yes.
I
It's
think
not
sex,
for
I think
everyone.
things just comes naturally. You know, like we are.
No, it's not for everyone.
No, okay. I mean, we are
Olava,
told.
yeah? Let me tell you
no,
more.
look,
Just because someone decides to do sex after marriage doesn't mean maybe they don't reach a point and they want to do it.
Look, okay. What I know is like for women is urge and men is urge is different. Like men have this high libido, like you have lust, man.
Mine.
Like you
Are
You're
you
speaking
speaking for yourself?
I'm speaking for all men, you know. Like there's a time whereby, bro, you get sperm cramp.
Men, you have a representative
sperm
here.
cramps.
You better defend
Like you have
yourself.
to like, you know. Okay, check this scenario. Like I think sex after marriage is one of the reasons why you're having more divorces today. Like
That's a very good one.
yeah, you go into
But
marriage.
it's not the main
You
reason.
go into marriage when you've not exploited each other like to the fullest.
Ned,
No,
Yeah, and
I
you
don't
find
think.
you find it out after putting a ring on their finger, and you find out like your wants in the bedroom are different from the other person, and then you would have known these
meaning
things.
you got married for the sex.
Yeah.
for the sex.
That
Of
just
course, it's
simply
part
means-
of.
and that
Of
is
course, sex is
low-key
part of it.
The
Why?
worst thing I could ever
Now let me tell
imagine
you,
for anyone
one of the
who decides
things,
to get
one
married.
of the things that have held marriages up to now, like long-lasting marriages, is sex.
Look at you.
Sex is a very major.
No, people stay for family.
My G,
People stay in
my G,
marriage for family.
Sex is a very big key in marriage.
Let me
like,
tell you, you can
like
get sex
research.
anywhere. You can get sex
Yes,
anywhere.
you can.
The-
You
I-
You can get
sex
family anywhere.
You can get sex anyway. I'm talking about good sex.
sex.
I'm not talking about
Let
sex.
me tell you, those
You
things
can
are all
get
the
good
same.
sex anywhere.
No, you can't get good sex anywhere.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can get
can.
anywhere. Yeah,
You can.
that's why if I can get anywhere, that's why I'm going to marry my wife, and I'm going to marry a lady. She going to be my wife, and she doesn't give me the urge I need. You know, she doesn't like satisfy me well, and I'm gonna go get it anywhere else. You know, and so that's where deterioration begins from. Like I'm with my lady, like she doesn't fulfill the needs I want,
Oh my
So I go out, I seek her, and then she finds me, she's like, you're cheating on me and all that. We start getting grumbles and all, divorce 50-50. That's where the 50-50 comes in.
Okay, why I can support your argument of sex after marriage failing people's marriages, why people are getting divorced these days, why I can support it is this point where you don't, because sex is very important in this way that you, at least from different researchers, you come to realize that you're connected to somebody physically.
Yeah.
There is a connection you can get with someone emotionally, spiritually, and all, but there is a different connection that you come to get with somebody physically. So when you realize you're actually not physically connected with this person, there is no, that physical connection is not actually there. And of course, you cannot compare it to any other because you have not had the experience. That's where it comes in that your marriage starts failing. You even start seeing things that do not matter.
No, I just feel people like
But
I just feel like people,
just
like more people,
maybe?
most especially religious people, like they take sex as a big deal. Sex is not a big deal. Now,
I'm really contradicting with you.
no,
Sex is not a big deal.
yeah, that's why I wouldn't wait till marriage to with my partner.
I used to think so.
Take out this scenario. Like I invite a girl at my place.
Jedidah preach.
No, invite a girl to. No, I won't give you this scenario.
No, you're going to just give us spoiled things.
No, I invite a girl to my place, like we have maybe we did some KFC, I don't know, one that crashed.
Okay.
We're chilling and all.
We're hearing you.
The lights are good, the mood is nice, the aroma, the rousing place, the music and all that. And it's just the right mood. Why should someone else tell me what I have to do? Like, why would I be following other people's rules? They say, no, like, not until marriage, you won't have sex. Like, why would I follow that? Yet, like everything, like the situation and my body and everything else, like, is telling me different,
Because
Why would I-
if I'm to speak for marriage,
Why would I be following other people's rules? Why?
Actually, let me let Jedidah preach. She had a point.
No, you're talking from a religious aspect. And
It's not a
I'm going to
religious
comment.
perspective.
Uh-huh.
And why would you let yourself be in such a situation if you know you can't control yourself?
No, what I'm saying, all of you, like, people.
And sex is a big deal.
No,
It's until you've had it many times that now you think it's not a big deal.
it's not a big deal. Anyway,
Have you?
leaving alone that, like, people set rules, and some rules, I feel some rules are I don't know, they're like useless. I would, like, if I put it that way, like someone like wants to dictate your life, even where they are not, you're behind closed doors, and still someone like corrupted your mind, corrupted your head, and they want to dictate how you do your things. They're like this and that. You should do this. You shouldn't do that. And why, like, all those commandments, and she, like someone's like, do this and that, do this
What
and
did
that.
you-
I was speaking with a non-religious person.
I'm saying
No,
his commandments
that
are a religious
is-
word.
Yeah,
Yes, it
to some
is.
extent
It is.
It's a religious word.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Commandments are a religious word.
Yes.
That's
I
all.
mean, the first time we've heard of it is from the Bible.
I mean,
The
talk in
Ten
your talk about
Commandments.
talk in your own perspective. Because me, I didn't hear about the Bible, but I already know about the commandments.
You've never heard the
They
Bible.
would always command me about this and that. I've read the Bible. I've seen a little bit of that. So wait.
But
So,
you
no,
say-
wait.
oh,
So wait. So y'all are talking a perspective of the Bible. Like if the Bible said
No, we're not
No,
speaking
wait.
in the
If the Bible
perspective
said
of the
like sex is
Bible
good before
alone.
marriage, you would go for sex
No,
because
we're
the
not
Bible
speaking in the
says.
perspective of the Bible.
Why?
I've actually never seen anywhere that sex should come after marriage in the Bible. I've never seen it. It's just an interpretation we came up with as human beings. But what I can say about the religious aspect
What's
is
fornication?
that you cannot let your body decide for you because your body,
What's
you are just
fornication?
seated in your body. Fornication is
before
sex before
marriage.
marriage.
And the Bible, I mean, the Bible mentions about fornication. Like fornication is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's basically you're saying you've not had where the Bible mentions it.
Meaning you've read the Bible. I'm so happy about
And you
this.
also
out.
know
No, I'm this guy who does research. Like
You've
it's
read the
a
Bible.
very bad thing to
In
be in.
simple terms,
It's a
you've
very
read the
bad thing to be in this world and you don't know. Like that's one of the things I'll never be. I'll never be someone who doesn't know. I have to know about everything so that I can talk about everything and I can challenge everything. So to challenge someone's perspective, you have to first listen to their perspective. You have to first know their perspective and first know like their, So me, I know
what
stuff.
actually happened
I know stuff
with
about the Bible.
Adam
So
and
I'm
Eve.
like, so
When did we reach there?
well, now why are we talking about Adam and Eve now?
Because they challenged God's perspective.
They were deceived.
Wait, are we a religious show or something? Okay. Okay,
we're not
wait.
different perspectives.
Okay, both stuff about the Bible. I have a question about the Bible. So you all have read the Bible. You're like religious, no, right?
No.
No, I have a question about the Bible now.
I can't say that I'm religious, but I know something.
About the Bible.
Yes.
So, okay, I have a question about the Bible. Something I've been
I have a
contemplating.
very important question for Jedidah. Right after that.
Something I've been contemplating about. So, reading the Bible, God gets Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve give birth to Cain and Abel, right? Cain and Abel get married, right? Like the Bible mentions it. Cain and Abel married, right?
No,
I don't think
Cain and
Abel
Abel
got married. I don't think
They even gave birth to children.
Abel.
You don't know?
Abel.
Bef-
Did King kill Abel?
Yeah, before Abel was killed. Like these guys, they are grown-up folks. Like Abel went his side, Cain went his side. Cain is a hunter or something. Abel Simanya is a farmer or
They had
something.
families.
You know? Well, you didn't know you had
No, by
families.
the time Abel died, did he have a
No,
family?
let's just chill this jazz, cause
Okay, yeah, the Bible is now getting
because I feel I know
Guys, help us
I feel
out.
I know the
Please
Bible
help
more
us
than the
out.
people I'm trying to get some insights from. Like I have more, I have more knowledge about something. I want to get insight from you. So let's just chill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We chill it. But Jedidah, you said, okay, for you, where do you draw from your perspective of you believe in sex after marriage? Where do you draw your perspective from?
You
Is
is sex
it
after marriage now.
religious or
Of course, it's religious. Like
no? She's
well,
not very.
of course,
Only people who are really, really religious actually believe.
it's only religious. Like it's religions have got.
that's like the foundation of it, but it also comes with believing in it.
Okay.
There is it, but you also have to believe in it.
And they tell it to you,
mean-
and then you put it in your mindset, and then you encroach over
So
it,
there are
like
very many wrong things in this
compartmentalize
world.
about it, and then like
There are very, very many wrong things in this world that people have made seem right. Such
Very true.
as that. Sex before marriage.
okay, what
And every time you have
did
sex with someone,
Did you listen to what you just said? Like there are very many wrong things that people have made seem right, such as sex before marriage.
Yeah, meaning sex before marriage.
Like
is
what
wrong.
makes it wrong?
What makes it
Yeah,
wrong?
What makes
that's
it-
that's exactly what I'm saying. From which perspective do you get it wrong? You only like, that's what I started saying. That you someone told you it's wrong, and now you think it's wrong just because you are told.
no one
just because
told me that
someone
it
gave
was wrong.
No, let me tell you.
Where did you
Morgan,
get from?
Can you believe that we were put on this earth by someone? Meaning he has the right to determine the
Okay,
rules
today's
for
topic
us.
we are talking about relationships. Are you ready for a relationship? Because I'm seeing you guys are deteriorating and going back. And meanwhile, let's first get back. Let's first go into a short breather, commercial breather, and after that we're going to come back because I feel you guys are getting off track. Let's just compartmentalize and get back to the right track. Mwah, see you in our next segment.
From the azure vault you sneak. You've got me tripping, knees so weak. Catch my breath, it's you I seek. Your smile got me losing sleep. You're the flame that lights my night. With you everything's alright. In your arms I just might find the stars that are out of sight. Love's the only thing we hold through the years as we grow. In your eyes the story's told, pure and timeless, solid gold. Eyes that sparkle, heart so wild, laugh that leaves me beguiled, like a carefree inner child. Every moment so worthwhile. Drive me crazy with you.
Oh yeah, beautiful people.
Right there.
Ready to cut through the noise and have some real talk. It's the lady herself, Edna.
With me, Claudia Morgan. Join us on Reality Buzz, where we are unfiltered, real, and all about what matters.
Breaking crazy with wild entertainment all the way.
Hey Angelina, darling, wonder will forget ya, baby. I know someone will love me like the way that I loved you, baby.
So tune in to CBM Radio every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. and let those minds run free. Hey yo, we're back, and today is those who have just joined in. We have a very special thing to talk about today, and we're talking about are you ready for a relationship? Like my colleague goes and someone asked them, like, out of the blue.
Morgan.
They were like, are you ready for a relationship? So I was like, are you ready for so sometimes, we are looking at the ways where we get to know whether we're ready for a relationship or not. Like, sometimes you just want to jump in and all that, but sometimes you have to first contemplate and like with my earning, because relationship means spending, with my priorities, because relationship means time, with my everything and that. Am I ready for this? Am I really ready? Like with my and when we bring it to emotions, that's a very wrong. Like, some people, you have to first work on yourself first. With my anger issues, with my emotionness, with my, am I ready for like to have someone else in my, and all that. Yeah, it's all right. Like, actually, when I tell you about how like most words in English were composed, it was always a queen.
Okay.
She just comes and
What guy does that?
no, wait. She just, I want to teach you things. Like, this is a platform for learning things that we don't know.
Oh my God.
She just comes up and she says something you call a slip of a tongue. We used to call them buffaloes right back in high school, and they just put in the Oxford right there, and then they're like, the queen says something like this, but she was insinuating this, so they put in a dictionary and give meaning to it. So words are still evolving. Right now, the king does it. So
Okay.
as long as so it's all about
Good,
the only reason you have a language is for communication, and if you like portray something and someone gets exactly what you mean, the rest doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, of course, on the question, right back to what you're talking about, are you ready for a relationship? What do you think, Morgan and Jedidah, what do you think are the key aspects?
No,
Leave
let
alone
me.
being,
No, you're putting me.
ready.
You're putting me in a spotlight. I want to know what, like, I want to ask you, like, Edna, what do you think if someone says, "Are you ready for a relationship?" Like, I want to, like in the first segment, we have been talking about the physical aspects, like physical, maybe.
We have not yet finished that with the physical, especially the money aspect. I want to preach something.
The money and all that. No. At least I want us first think about the emotion part.
The emotions.
Yeah, like. Now, how do you know that you emotionally like now stable for a relationship? Yeah, ready for a relationship,
Oh my God. That is quite a tough one.
Yeah, Edna, I'm waiting for you.
Okay. Well, how do you know you're ready for a relationship emotionally?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. I could answer. I feel like I can't put my words right together.
Okay, there's this scenario whereby there's this guy, like he has this girl, his girlfriend, and all. But then he might call them and they may not answer, like pick up the phone right away, and with that he will get really furious. He will then bother maybe a judge or maybe write to the workplace of the girl. Is like, why are you not picking up my phone? And it's only been one call, and he's like furious and he's making a scene at the workplace and all that. And that's the emotional bracket. That's the emotional bridge I'm talking about, whereby someone is like, now I'm speaking in a perspective of anger issues. Like someone, you've called them 15 minutes, they've not picked up, and you're like, oh, furious, and yes, you know they're in work, they're busy. So sometimes you have to first work on yourself emotionally before you go. There are more emotional problems. I'm talking about anger, but then there is jealousy, a lot of jealousy. Have you watched Sisters? Like this series called Sisters by Tyler Perry.
I have.
I think it portrays that. It portrays what I'm trying to say well. There's it's a popular one. I think more people have watched it, most especially our listeners. There's this guy called Gary in this series, and he loves this girl called Andy.
You in movies.
But this guy, I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done with that.
Which point were you making?
No, I'm not adding anything now. Because I'm telling you, I'm telling you to explain, like to give us a perspective of the emotional, the emotional charge in a relationship, and you, Jedidah, like what do you think about emotional?
You asked
emotional
me, I wanted to answer you. Okay, Jedidah, come first.
So the question was, are you ready for a relationship emotionally?
Yeah, emotionally.
So I think what can help you tell whether you are ready for a relationship emotionally or not is there something holding you back?
Okay.
Like when you think you really want to be with this guy or girl, is there something that is holding you back? Do you have those back thoughts that are triggering and disturbing? Or if you have if you think about it and you're not seeing any danger in it, anything bad that is going to happen, you just feel like it's a smooth flow.
Okay.
I feel like that can help you tell that you are ready for a relationship.
Okay. I think just top on what you're saying. I would also talk about when you look at emotionally. I think also we look at how do you feel about yourself as a person, because the only way you can love another person is by loving yourself first. Yeah. So how do you feel about yourself? That self-compassion you have towards yourself is very important.
There are times where you might want to venture into a relationship, but you have like you're depressed, you have depression, you have anxiety and all that.
Yeah, how are you feeling about yourself?
You have to first still figure out yourself first. You're like, what's causing this depression?
Yeah, are you able to even fixing somebody in your life?
Yeah, like already you already have this weight of yourself.
Yeah,
and then like you just want someone. Some people may look at it as an escape valve. You might get depression just by being alone, but looking deep, what's the cause of this? I personally, right now at my age and where I'm at right now, the only thing that might cause my age, I'm 27. The only thing that might cause depression, I am saying, how old did you think I was? I'm 27 years. The only thing that might cause depression to me, I personally, it's money, nothing else.
Money.
It's all about monetary terms. It's about money. And money only. So I wouldn't want to venture into a relationship and then have why is she talking to someone else? Why is she picking up my phone?
I love that you mentioned money.
I wouldn't want to to be in any of that drama,
Yeah.
Until I'm in the position to do so, until I can afford to do so. Because someone might break your heart. You don't have money in your bank account, but you're so broken to go to work and you have to spend the whole day in bed and you have zero balance. Then time comes and you have to eat and you can't afford a meal just because someone broke your heart. You're venturing into a relationship. You don't have money. You're here and there. Like all that drama coming in and
exactly my point. I do not want people who are broke to date. Guys, you're broke. As a girl, you're broke. You go and decide to date a broke guy.
No.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, but Those sometimes, like like I mentioned at the beginning,
you should.
sometimes dating might be someone's escape valve. Like the cause of their depression and all. I know they're broken, no, but the cause of depression, they have suicidal tendencies and all, is because they're lonely a lot. And when you're lonely a lot, you think a lot. When you think a lot, you contemplate a lot. When you contemplate a lot, you compartmentalize. And when you compartmentalize, a lot of stuff goes on around you.
Today, what are you doing to us, guys? Are we safe?
Yeah, really. So that's exactly, I mean, I've been in these situations. Like I'm an overthinker, and I'm trying to fight it. And when I know that I'm overthinker, I want to use it in a positive way. So if I find that I'm an overthinker, I want to think more about business. Like how can I make my first million? How can I? It's all about money. You get like how can I? My community, how can I benefit it at a small state where I'm at right now?
I love that you've mentioned the escape thing because many times people think they want to be in love or they want to be in love, okay, but actually they're just lonely and they feel like they need to escape from that loneliness.
Yeah, and they think
that's a total red flag.
And they look at a relationship as their escape valve.
Escape. Yeah. It's so common among young people. Actually, not young people alone, but it's so common. People do that and they're feeling
sometimes
lonely.
It actually for positive, from a positive view, sometimes it works. You may find like someone like had a really horrible life, like they're not loving themselves, like the situations they're going through, like a lot is going on, and then they get this one person and they change their life. You get this one person that gives you joy at the end of the day. Like you've been going through all this and that, but then this person, like you attract them into your life, and sometimes they even give you a purpose to live, whereby at some moments you thought like you no longer deserve. You get this person, and so everything like just
purpose.
Everything has pros and cons. Like
to some extent it does. But in most cases, it may not come out well. And you know what happens to some people when they realize that this person is actually lonely and maybe they need me to give them purpose in their lives. They feel like, I'm going to fix this person and they're going to be better for me. And that's the first mistake you're going to make when you're in a relationship.
From the perspective of this person who's dating to relieve all the stress, you may get like, you may become over-dependent. To this person. Like you had lost value, you had lost the reason to live, you had gotten into depression, anxiety and all that, and then you got this person and it all went away. It worked out as you thought.
Let me tell you,
if I get this person, it all go away.
If you do not let yourself heal from things like depression,
but then you become, then you become over-dependent, and at the end of the day, this person ends up leaving, and they throw you back exactly to the point they found you,
because
and even worse, it becomes worse even, because now you go to another part that ended your life and all that. Yeah, so
that mental state is really key.
Yeah.
It's really key to be in that mental state.
It's better you first check yourself before you get into a relationship. Are you mentally fine?
How do you check yourself? How do you think you check yourself? For you, when you go
you start with self-esteem, and everyone know their weaknesses.
Yeah, I feel people know themselves. People know themselves.
Yeah, people know themselves.
Like some people, like we know, like you be there and like I really have this issue. Like this is one of my issues.
And have you taken time to overcome it? If you haven't overcome it yet, then why are you trying to seek justification in a relationship just to make yourself feel fine?
Yeah, but I think some people but anyway, this is depression and all mental illness. People overcome it in different ways. Some people overcome it by eating. You go and get a good meal.
I feel like eating.
You go and get
something.
You go and get a KFC and all. KFC also depression.
KFC is the one that solves people's issues. And you know these days KFC is it's upping its game.
Actually, KFC has opened up like mob joints.
Yeah.
Like from last year, since like at the end of last year, from the end of last year up to now, like they have opened up mob joints. They opened up here at Boulevard, Kampala Road.
Yeah, but that one has been there for a while.
No. That spot is new.
Last year.
Yeah, I'm saying since last year.
But when?
Since last year. Not but one. No. It doesn't mean since last year, but one. It's like last year, mid last year.
Last year?
Yeah, last year. They bought like where CJ's is, and then they bought one in Zana, they bought one in Chengera. I've seen it's going well. They even have drive-thrus.
Whoever owns the franchise is doing great.
Yeah, they even have these drive-thrus we used to see in movies. These McDonald's drive-thrus whereby you come by your car, you like order what, they give it to your car, then you drive through
Yeah.
and go.
Why are they doing that?
But every KFC is like that, isn't it?
No, some KFCs are just joints. Most KFCs, like, look at the one at Boulevard, here at CJ's, Kampala Road.
Just there's
Even
no
the
just,
one just
no
here
drive
in
through.
Kololo.
You just go in and buy your
Okay,
chicken.
maybe I haven't gone to those ones. The ones I've been to, all of them have drive-throughs.
But I feel KFC, they,
Like the ones in
there is
Chitende. Chitende, then which place is this? I haven't forgotten it.
these guys have a lot of KFC joints and a lot of. Where do they put the remaining chicken? Where does
Those
KFC
are
put them?
questions that only them can answer.
Wait, but you they give it back to us the next day.
Who knows? Because by the time they give it to you, it's already coated and all that. You can't know.
You
whether
can know
it had-
actually. I know people who know test. They can, like someone like my mom. She can just test something and she's like,
It wasn't cooked
this one,
today.
This one for yesterday. People know, and every time we get something, I think it's fresh. So where do they put where do they put this chicken, the remaining chicken? Anyway,
Serious, when did we reach chicken?
We need to ask what. We need to ask what.
But as you can see, KFC has very many customers, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to have so much remaining chicken if it was there?
Remaining chicken. I don't think those guys that chicken expires.
So
I don't think that chicken expires, honestly.
So they just put it in the oven and give us
Because like
to
you
us the
guys,
next
you
day.
go to KFC and you eat the buns as well.
Anyway, my point was like people overcome these things that are doing a lot of stuff. Some people like, hey, actually when you ask for people's hobbies, someone's like, I like singing, I like swimming, I like eating. Someone's like, I'm a foodie. You know, I like eating. Someone's like, I like cooking. I like doing house chores. It helps relieve the anger. There's this sister of mine, like whenever she was angry, she like, no one is going to do anything. She's like, don't touch those utensils. Don't take that. Like, all of you move on. Like she's angry. She mops the house. She cleans the utensils. Like,
No, that's a good way
It was
to-
one way of relieving her anger. Like she does everything.
Relieve
She
your anger.
scrapes the compound. She does.
When I'm angry, I wash my clothes.
No, yeah, that's the same thing I'm talking about. Like some people like relieve stress and all that stuff in a lot of things.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, I walk outside. I get out of the house.
You just take a walk.
I just take a
I
walk.
think that's that is a good one.
I just don't do anything.
I have a very
I just be there and be angry until it perishes.
Okay, I have a very important question,
Yeah.
guys. We are talking about all these things, being emotionally ready for a relationship and all that, and we're talking about different things, and of course we want to hear from everyone in the comments. Please, you can send in your suggestions, or you can make a call and yes, we hear your thoughts. But I want to know also, while we're talking about this topic, can you actually handle love or just the idea of it? Some people, when they're told that maybe I'm in love with you, someone tells them I'm in love with you, or maybe the thought of someone being in love with them, they enjoy it, but actually doing it, actually being in that love, living in that love, they can't actually handle it. So, for you guys, can you handle being in love?
People handle love in different ways.
How?
You find someone when they're in love, they do some people do a lot of crazy things, and some of us
I hear crazy things. What are crazy things?
some of us might be in love and you even won't know. Like even you, the person I love, I may be loving with you, but I won't show it. You won't even you even keep second guessing. You be like, does he really love me, and all that. But some people show it all the way. Like they be sending you lunch, they be sending you flowers, and sometimes they be visiting you. They be calling you for meetup. Someone is texting all the time. Someone is calling, is video calling, and all like crazy stuff. So people like it depends on one's personality. People have different ways they handle excitement. Yeah, I personally, I be there, but I just don't show like
Okay.
something normal, Like you're in love today, you get the butterflies, and tomorrow it's sheesh, it has disappeared.
It
and all.
is going. That is
Yeah.
not true love.
Why do you
though.
let them fly away?
I know for sure that love fades away, but that's not love.
Some people,
you just
I
walk
just
up.
don't like things like that getting to me. It makes you vulnerable, Like I said, my priorities are straight income.
Okay.
Now I have a
So
question.
if I get something diverting me, yes, it can come in like that. But then I'll fight it off. Maybe like I won't mind to eat a lot. I'll give it attention until it perishes. Because I'm human. I'm only human. So some things you just can't control. Like when you're happy, you might not control the laughter or something. But then you just have a way of like sitting back, relax, and let things perish.
We are in studio 3 people, and it seems only one of us is in a relationship. So Jedidah.
Who said one is in a relationship? Only one is in a
Jedidah
relationship.
says she's in a relationship.
Do you know about me?
I know for sure. You
haven't told us. Are you in a relationship?
When this guy approached you, I'm sure it's the guy who approached. How did you know you were ready for that?
It seems you like love jazz. Don't you interested in Jedidah's story?
Good, Jay. How did you actually know you were ready for that relationship?
Well,
sometimes you don't know, you just fall in.
Being ready for the relationship. Okay, that one is kind of like a second question, but how I got to know first. It was through a friend of mine.
Jedidah is blushing, I'm telling you.
A friend of mine told me about his feelings, and well, I shrugged it off the first time, but it never left my mind, and nothing had ever stayed in my mind.
Actually, I was always that guy. And this guy, the only reason why I started talking to more babes and all, like I was this shy guy. I was so shy, even if I liked someone or what. I was so shy to the extent. I was so shy to the extent that I couldn't even tell my friend, like I like this girl or something, because I feel like it's something to shy off from. But then I was like, why would it always be men? Why are we always the one like on this side of the heart, like on this side of the game? Like someone is just walking their ways. They don't know about you, not even in their mind. They don't know about you, but they're just walking and they don't care. But for you here dying, you poor soul. Here dying of feelings and all. So from that I started like I need to share my feelings. If I like you, I need to give you that burden that I like you, so that you also deal with it, You find out whether you like me or not, but at least you have to give it a thought. So I started approaching, and I'm like, you know what? I feel you. I feel you for real. Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked out. I got game from there. I gained game, and yeah, and I'm
for you.
I'm in a good place.
Good for you.
I get what I want from where I need it from.
Okay. Yes, you are listening to the Reality Buzz, and you want to know: are you ready for a relationship? Of course, you're seeing so many comments coming in, and we shall be getting back to them in the next segment. Yes, and of course, the Reality Buzz is proudly sponsored by the National ICT Innovation Hub, alongside Goldie Coatings, which is a paint manufacturing company. You can check out Goldie Coatings on all their social media pages, and you can go to their website, goldiecoatings.com, to check out their wonderful paints so you can, refurbish your house and just have a good home. Yes, we'll be right back.
Yeah, baby, I know someone will love me like the way that I love you, baby.
So tune in to CBM Radio every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. and let those minds run free.
Yeah, perfect friend jelly lineup.
Get real.
Reality Buzz, let's get real.
CBM Radio, we are that station that you're looking for, that your mama warned you about. Yo, we are entertainment.
Oh yeah, beautiful people.
Right there.
Ready to cut through the noise and have some real talk. It's the lady herself, Ednar.
With me, Claudia Morgan. Join us on Reality Buzz, where we are unfiltered, real, and all about what matters. Yeah, welcome back from that. Without wasting any single minute, I want to go a little bit through our comments. And I found a comment here that says, I believe when you really love someone, that's all that matters. This was Mbabazi Katrina. Shout out to you, Mbabazi. So, I feel, this is so correct to the extent that here, like us here, Africans or something, I don't know. Anyway, all people, some people just find themselves in a relationship they didn't know they're even in. Like you're with someone, you vibe. At the end of the day, you feel, like you're already there. you're not given that space all the time to contemplate whether am I ready for a relationship or all that. You just find yourself already in a relationship you never knew existed. Because you may find maybe on a
You find yourself in a relationship you never knew existed.
yeah, you're
Guys, why are you confused?
so you're like with someone and maybe on a house party
you
they're like,
guys, to wherever and to where,
wait,
why are you
but let
confused?
me make my point, please. Let me make my point. You're at the party or something, and then you've always been with this person, and someone's like, "Are you guys dating?" And then you come to the realization, and you're like, the way you have been, the way you have been with each other and all. Then you're like, but what are we? You're trying to define yourself now
But
from that
what's
moment.
away?
Yeah, you define yourself from that moment.
No, you
Like,
guys,
you
this
just-
is to the ladies.
You
in
just found
particular.
yourself there.
This is to the ladies. You guys, if it's a guy, of course, who was approached, I expect it's the guy who's supposed to initiate a relationship. When you've seen that now the girl has accepted, start talking about things that now, okay, I want you to be my girlfriend. You guys, why do you wait for these conversations? I don't like that nonsense. I tell you now, what are we?
So someone else says this is campus
What
television.
are we?
They said when we ask, "Are you ready for a relationship?" we often think of love, excitement, and companionship. But being ready goes far beyond emotions. Readiness means knowing yourself.
Yeah, that's a key.
Yeah, this is for
a
people.
key point.
Yeah, these are for people that know themselves. You're like, I've done this, I've
You're
done
self-aware.
like for example, me, I'm like, I've done this, I've accomplished this. Like, okay, that's where I want to be. To get into a stable relationship, I want to know that I've accomplished this and this and this, and then I'll sit back and relax and be like, now, should I get someone?
I
But
think
then-
also before that,
but-
it also comes back to, because knowing yourself also draws back to being self-aware.
Yeah.
You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know what you can do when you're in a relationship, you know what you can offer. Umuntu wakubuza you're talking at tama, you know?
Yes,
You're going
but
to
then,
be able to
but then someone else. This is Louis Kalinzi. Philip, shout out to you, Louis Kalinzi. He said the truth is you can never be ready. Never. Sometimes you just have to move blindly but wisely into prayer,
And prayerful.
and prayerful.
Yeah.
All right.
Prayerful.
Gena no kurisala. But
Louis
anyway,
Kalinzi.
no. Okay. Okay. This point is so true. Like you just sometimes you just go in blindly. You just don't know. You see this. For example, like us men, but you see this girl and you're like, man, I must have her. You don't care about anything else. Am I ready for a relationship? And you don't go through all that DS. You just don't care about all that. You'll be like, damn, she's fine as You'll be like, nah, guys slide in just
That
like
is when
that.
Are you looking at the physical aspect only?
It depends. It can even be a mental aspect or something. It can be anything. Because sometimes we date our friends. Just like you may be with a girl, first you look at her, they don't get you like that attraction, you don't get that attention and all. But then after some time, like their intelligence draws them to you. I tell my listeners right here. I personally have my ABCs. Have the appearance, the brains, and the character. Sometimes you may be attracted. You may get into a relationship with someone or go and court someone just because of their appearance. Sometimes it can be the character. You're like, whoa, I like her ways, And sometimes it can be the brains. And this, for the brains and character, it comes when you've associated with this person. You've gotten to know this person. Then for appearance, it comes to strangers. Love at first sight and all. Vampires call it zinking.
Now we're talking about vampires.
Even
Now we are talking about
exist.
Okay, that was a joke. Okay, that's all. That's
But
all
you
I'm
never
trying to
really
say.
know what's ahead. No one ever knows what's ahead. That's why I agree with you when you say
Sometimes
you're moving
you be
blindly.
like, I'm going in there, but I know this. My heart's gonna be broken here.
You just have to be confident. As long as the love is there, everything will work out.
You guys, I don't believe in moving in blindly.
Blindly. Sometimes the blind
Yeah,
moves.
blindly to be like.
Sometimes some people move in blindly and it works out.
Let me tell you what comes out.
All I know is that there are no rules. Sometimes you just move like there's nothing like blindly or all. Because you may decide to sit back and relax and like, let me see this one, let me see this one, let me compare, let me compartmentalize, let me do this and that, let me check out this and at the end of the day, you're 35 and you're still single. You're 35 and you're still single just because you're compartmentalizing. You're like, I'm looking at this. And then someone's like, in a blink of an eye, they found their soulmate and all. So things of the heart are really complicated, as they say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, even the great philosophers, the great writers, like Shakespeare, they all just can't describe it. They just can't describe the things to the way that is gotten to the human mind. You just have to experience it, you know. These are things you have to experience. You have to be in between it. You have to like have gotten like exposed to it. Yeah, to know what's going on, to know what's up with all of that.
Okay, guys. You know, there was a certain point we were still talking about it. I felt like we didn't execute it bulunji. The money aspect.
Morgan, you don't have one pattern. That's what.
Yeah, Mob.
Why are you attacking? Why are you attacking me now?
They're attacking you.
This one's like
Why do you feel
Shamira Namuga. Shaga. She goes by Shaga. This is my personal acquaintance.
Okay.
She's like
personal acquaintance.
Yeah. She's like
and she knows you that well.
So what I tell my girls, never say to date all of them. Now what is this? Now,
Where does that?
This is confusion.
That
I think
comes from
this comes from gold diggers.
someone who hasn't healed.
You know in the modern era, like more bitches are gold diggers. They just want you for what you have. Like no one wants you like that guy is my. Yeah, like they just want you for what you have. So we don't.
As you said,
we don't have gold diggers
is
and all.
everywhere. That's
My money is a factor. Yeah, but then there's this story about someone was like someone was like it was this fairy. It was a fairy. It was like, I admire you. She was talking to an ogre. An ogre is a beast, yeah? Like that, this ugly beast, be scary and all. So the fairies are tiny and small and she kills dreams and all. So the fairy was talking to an ogre and she was like, I admire you. The an ogre was like, why are you playing with my feelings and all? You know I'm ugly and all. And for you you're beautiful. How would you say you ever admire me and all that? So the fairy was like, you're ugly, and that's okay. So if someone loves you and you're ugly, you just know they love you. They just love you. You just know they love you for real. But if someone loves you because you're beautiful, you just know you may not know like they have their ulterior motives. You know.
Yeah.
You'll never know who loves you for real. Because you're beautiful, everyone is coming to you. But when you're ugly and there's someone who's coming to you, just know they love you for who you are. You know? So I think things like that have deteriorated. Oh, like mob bitches this season, mob girls, mob ladies, I know. They are gold diggers. They only love you for what you are, for what you offer to them.
Collided with only them?
But
Have you?
It's you guys like who said that trend. You be like, I want you for this and that. I be like, oh, you want us for this and that. All right, we also want you for this and that. If you don't have nyash, please. Skeraro.
Why are you only blaming the females for wait, who set that trend?
Ladies sent that trend.
No? Who told you?
I was talking to
it's men who first
I was talking to this girl and she was like, if you can't afford my nails, I change nails every week. It's 500 grand.
Why don't first
if you can't afford them,
men?
if you can't afford them, please Keraro. And I was like, damn. Bro, just like that. I just knew like if I can't afford them,
if you can't afford her nails, then don't curse her.
500k every week. So I was like,
500k every week.
With
Yeah.
nails.
yeah.
Your nails every
My
week.
bitches are expensive. G.
They were obviously lying. They wanted that money for
They are not
other
lying.
men.
No, nails are expensive. People do these
Up
things
to
for you.
500.
Hey,
Really?
Anyway, you're the ladies. Tell me, and that nails that done for 500 grand.
500,000?
Yeah, I'm taking 500 grand.
Gayo,
Nails,
No.
ladies' nails.
no. By the time someone told you that they wanted
Okay,
money
how
for
much
other
does?
stuff,
Okay, how much does? How much does Zari Hassan? How much does Shakim Bucham's wife spend on nails? Someone, hey. I think she pays up to 3M for nails.
No.
But this bitch is expensive.
No.
you know what are they
No.
putting in your fingers?
I know.
No, sometimes it's just
I know
something.
such ladies usually do the builder stuff.
I don't know what you mean by builder, but all I know is that some people are like expensive in all these aspects, and it depends on who you are, you know. Yeah, like if someone says you judges are like this person, like how they have money and all, so they're not such the same. You find that the same quality of nails is done somewhere at 100k, and the same quality is done somewhere at 2M, just because of that value. People sleep in Muyenga, people, they see 2M as, you know, like breakfast change.
Here's what Josh
They can
Mason
put it
says.
in nails.
Josh Prison says, love will lead you to hell. There are points you have to be prepared. Don't just go. You know? There are points you have to be prepared. Don't you think? It's not like such a sarcasm. Like, you have to be prepared and set for certain aspects.
It just comes, man.
So Olivia, it just comes. That's how you end up in a relationship with a girl who needs money for nails of 500k.
Yeah, irony is that these girls, like, you can find real love in this girl. Like I said, I called me well. I said irony. Ironically speaking, I mean it's impossible. Like technically, it's impossible. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like as soon as the money deteriorates, maybe at the point you can afford it, you have the funds and all, like you're financially stable. But as soon as the money deteriorates and all, like the finances are not coming in well, a person disappears. They skedaddle. Shoot, they're out of I don't know your life just like that.
The language.
No.
Yeah. And nag. Anyway.
Yeah. Bro, it's just, I feel the vibe is just getting high. Like, those who have just joined in, you're not missing anything. We are at the peak. We are hitting it hard.
And we have a birthday girl in the house.
We have a birthday girl in the house.
Yeah. Forget that.
April. Someone's like, I was born on 1st April. Yeah, and if you're born on 1st April, we'll be like, you're lying us because it's Fool's Day. You can't be born. So, like, you're fooling us to steal our money.
Day. But if you're on call and you lied to me, guys, I had to go to... Anyway.
But then, for a relationship, sometimes you just don't need to overthink. For example, I'm like, we have been talking about the overthinking. Think about emotional, physical, wealthy, what and all that. But sometimes you just don't overthink. In what scenario? You see at a bar, and then this lady comes in, bro, like she's wearing classy and she's like 10 years